Ecclesiastes, aka Sirach, chapter 10, verse 8, 10, verse 9. Why is earth and ashes proud? There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man. For such and one setteth his own soul to sell, because while he liveth, he casteth away his vows. Right? Why the fuck is earth and ashes proud, man? We ain't nothing but earth and ashes, man. We ain't nothing come from the earth. So why is it proud, man? Why is Nate, these other camps, you know, why are people proud?
So we get Matthew chapter 7. Already going till just until verse 5. Because like I was saying, like this guy, he was just the only thing he was like rebuking me on was like the fringes. And there's like so many things like we like brought him out. There's so many things according to like the scriptures that you're supposed to be doing that they're not doing, or that the it's gotten to a point where the Lord, like, he just can't, like, like there's no place of repentance for like how wicked, how wicked you're being, like compared to like someone who's just not like wearing like fringes aren't a part of their like everyday apparel. So we just got it.
I was going to ask you, y'all, with that wrong. When I saw them doing it, they were showing his son's clothes, like in his closet, and he had like fringes and everything on every.
I mean, if you're wearing like fringes, like that's not something you're gonna get like punished for.
Yeah, because
see, it's part of the law.
What you said? I was saying like mixing fabric. You know, that's you know, they kind of been hypocrite right now.
Yeah, we're rehearsing the righteous acts. It also says like not to be like righteous over much. Yeah, we got that.
Matthew 7, start at 5.
Start at 1.
Start at 1?
Yeah, go to 5.
Matthew 7, verse 1. Judge not, that ye be not judged. For with what judgment ye judge, ye shall be judged. And with what measure ye meet, it shall be measured to you again.
Alright, so that doesn't mean that a lot of Christians try to twist that scripture and say that like no man has like the authority to judge. That's not the case. It's just saying that like you can't like of course like we golf and all that, but like people who are secretly like wicked are pretending to be righteous.
And why beholdest thou the mote that is in thy brother's eyes, but consider not the beam that is in thy own eyes?
Alright, the mote, and that's one of the things they said to us when we all went up there. Alright, even because like we had our garments on, which do have fringes. Alright, but they were trying to say like just because like our shirts like didn't have fringes, like we were going off. Alright, and that was and that's like compared to like all the prophecies and all that, like all the heavy shit that's about to go down. Alright, to like and that's the only thing you can find to rebuke somebody out of. Alright, is some fringes. Yeah, out of all the things that the elders have been constantly like rebuking you for throughout all these years, that's the only thing you have to say about us. Alright, but then again, like you have like you're not breaking down scriptures properly, or you're not doing the work consistently. Alright, you're not teaching the name. Alright, just among like other things and all you. Alright, but everything you have to say about us, like it's really petty. Alright, keep going.
I got a quick precept. It's Leviticus 19, verse 15. Ye shall do no unrighteousness in judgment. Thou shalt not respect the persons of the poor, nor honor the person of the mighty, but the righteous shall thou judge thy neighbor. So you can judge if you're going off with the law. Shit, if you commit adultery, you're going to say, adultery. Nephews, like you can judge within the law. He's not saying, okay, if I was doing something, okay, I'm being hypocrite. But if I was keeping that law, and this brother ain't keeping the law, I'm going to judge you within the law. Thou, Matthew 7, what was it? I'm going to start at 4. Or how wilt thou say to thy brother, let me pull out mote out of thy eye, and behold, a beam is in thy own eye. Thou hypocrite, first cast out the beam out of thy own eye, and then shalt thou see clearly to cast out the mote out of thy brother's eye.
All right, so yeah, I'm going to touch on this incident a little bit more. All right, so what happened? Like I just saw him like in line or whatever. But then I get my food and I come out. Like he tries to like he goes to like if anyone's got like scriptures lined up about like what I'm talking about, if anything comes to mind, just chime in. All right, but like he just like he hands me like one of their flyers and all that, or which has it just has like the basics, like basic edification as far as like who you are and all that. Which is cool. Like sometimes we pass out flyers too, whatever. All right, but I was just like, oh no, I'm good. I'm part of the camp and all that. All right, and then and so like it's like normally like the majority of members of this camp, like I've seen a few of them like outside, like they said like shalom, say shalom back, but then I like keep it moving or whatever. All right, but all right, that's what I've tried to do. All right, just like hold my peace and go about my business. All right, but then like I tell them I'm already part of a camp, but yeah, no thanks. Like I don't need the flyer or whatever. All right, so then he was like, all right, so what camp are you from? All right, and I tell him we just call ourselves like the Cleveland Israelites. All right, but then he starts to get like fresh. And then he's like, all right, that ain't no camp. All right, so at that point I'm just like, hey, you know what? Have a nice day, man. But then he starts, like trying to like escalate some shit. He was just like, all right, if you're an Israelite, where your fringe is at? You need to let your light shine. Then, then basically, like I was just like, fuck this guy. Like, I throw the curses up. Or then he's gonna say that there's no enchantment against like the children of Israel. And then once I do that, like he puts himself in a situation where he could have like gotten into an accident when he got back into his truck. All right, because like he was like he gets back into his car like with his like and his like family was like waiting for him or whatever. But then he was like still talking to me like while he was like driving off and not paying attention. All right, and there was another car like behind him, and he was at the stop sign, like and they were like, he could have like drove off, but he was still like talking shit from out of his car, and I just like I got like stirred up, but I just like kept on like going or whatever. All right, but all right, story short, like all of you, like in all these like false camps, like just get ready for destruction, man. I mean, you can talk all the shit you want, or they're whether or not like we're going on, but at the end of the day, like if you're not down with the program, just go back into the world. I mean, there's no point in you like trying to like teach people or putting on garments. Like if you're not going to do this 100% the correct way, all right, and then you're like, just stay the fuck out of my face too. If you see me and you want to start some shit, all right, about the scriptures, because I got like if you're cordial, I'm not gonna start anything with you, but basically like it tells you to be not unevenly like yoked with non-believers.
It's Galatians 6:3. For if a man thinketh himself to be something, when he is nothing, he deceiveth himself. But let every man prove his own work, and then shall he have rejoicing in himself alone, and not in another. Let every man shall bear his own burden. Let him that is taught in the words, but that's it, right? Mind your sometimes and mind your business. You know? Hey, in Deuteronomy 4:1 say, take heed to thyself. What is you worry about?
You guys are pretty much a cult. Right? That's a people want to say like GMS is a cult. All right, but like mainly like the IUIC out of all like and the GOCC a little bit, but like the IUIC is like has like the most like cultish vibe, like out of like every single other like Israelite group I've witnessed. Like I don't know, like We Got Next and like Army of Israel. That's more of like that vibe is like more of like a club, like or a group, or like a non-violent gang or whatever. All right, but if you want to see a cult, all right, look at IUIC. All right, talking about like first they got like just like mindless people like passing out like flyers, like you ask them a question, it's like address the speaker and all that. All right, and just talking about. So I bring this out like all right, just having like all right, that like a close knit like gated community vibe. All right, that's some other scary shit. All right, that weirds me out too. That sketches me out to some degree. All right, and another fact like all right, and that because like there were two others. They also remind me a little bit of there was one Hari. You know who the Hari Krishnas are? It's like a Hindu, like Indian group. Like, do you know who they are? All right, does anybody know who they are?
I would be on the west side, like
yeah, but there was this like both like a member of the Jehovah's Witnesses and a member of the Hare Krishnas. Like they said like the exact same statement unto me. Like when I was talking to them, they were like it was at different times, but like they were both like come to this special event we're holding, like you might meet your future wife there or something. So like they have that same practice of like enticing people to like come in, like we're going to like we're gonna give you a garment. All right, well just like we're gonna have some beautiful young ladies that we're gonna introduce you to. All right, but those are they're trying to ensnare you. All right, they're trying to put you in captivity once again. And I forget like when Paul said that, but that's another good scripture.
Y'all go check out the Eagles. You know they was on bush on the left hand side, right?
Yeah.
And they was all into the Christians.
Oh yeah.
It's Amos chapter 3, verse 3.
Beautiful.
The two walk together except they be agreed.
No. No, they can't. All right, so all right, that's why I cause like I tried to like keep it brief. Like once again, like there are other members of that group that like live around here that I like see on a regular basis. Or it's not like like I'm not like the spirit's not on me to say like it's not like we're part of like rival gangs. It's like what's good, motherfucker, what's up, or any type of shit like that. I'm like if he wants to say like shalom to me, I'll say like shalom, but I'm gonna go about my business.
This is Galatians 2, verse 16. Knowing that a man is not justified by the works of the law, but by faith of Yahushua Mashiach. Even we have believed in Yahushua Mashiach, that we might be justified by the faith of Mashiach, and not by the works of the law. For by the works of the law shall not flesh be justified.
Yeah, and he was
Shall no flesh be justified.
All right, that's another issue we brought up, like trying to rebuke me for like not keeping the law properly. All right, so like which one is it? Are you in Christ or are you of the law? All or like all you have to do is like acknowledge that like Yahushua said, like not one jot or one tittle. All right, but we're under grace right now. We need to be dealing with like that yeah, we've got like Japan under like the main issue. Like these are like the main things we need to be like focused on. All right, but what are you guys doing? Like taking like having filming like pizza parties for your kids. All right, like filming like your cookouts and your solemn assemblies. Like it's some sort of like hip hop video where you rent out like a mansion for like a couple for like 10 hours or whatever. What are you doing? What are you doing? How are you working out your own salvation with fear and trembling? All right, but then all of a sudden like you try to come up with like some bullshit that you like you call yourself rebuking like someone else for.
Like you said, they push that comfort vibration where they make you feel like it's okay to be comfortable in society. And not to get off topic, hey, but this how he did supposed to be right here. They cave brothers right here. They come from cave brothers walking up.
I'm gonna get that. So like it.
What I've known, because I've had like friends of friends that would talk about them, and for the most part, these are people that are that were like rich, but they just want to like, hey, but is your family rich? Is your family rich?
Obviously not.
Oh, really?
Actually, here they laugh.
Sound like a demon.
Actually, look. Actually, their family is rich. It's just they family for something.
Right.
Family, no, I mean rich, not rich. They